She didn't even look me in the eye when she said it. "Dad, I'm sorry, but you weren't invited. Go away." The words didn't land like a slap. No, they sliced, slow, clean and quiet, like a scalpel. Guests turned. Some whispered. One even laughed. I didn't speak. Didn't ask why. Didn't argue. I just nodded, straightened my suit, and walked back down the church steps. 2 hours later, every payment for that wedding, venue, catering, flowers, dress, canceled. No me, no wedding. She used to sit on my shoulders, 6 years old, pigtails in the wind, yelling that she was queen of the world. I'd clap for every ballet recital, bake cookies for every science fair, drive all night just to see her smile at college drop-off. She was my everything. And when her mother left, I raised her alone, worked 3 jobs, skipped vacations, did what fathers do. She never went without, never knew the cold grip of no money, because I wouldn't let her. When she met Ethan, I smiled. He was polished, polite, too polite. He shook my hand like he was rehearsing for a role, called me sir, told me how much he respected me. I gave him the benefit of the doubt, until I didn't. It started with small shifts. She stopped calling, started showing up with expensive things, watches, purses, heels I knew she couldn't afford on her salary. I asked once. She brushed me off, said Ethan had everything handled. Still, I offered to help with the wedding, told her I'd cover the costs. Not for Ethan, for her. She thanked me, hugged me, then ghosted me for 4 months. The first red flag? The venue contract came through with his name on everything. I asked to be involved. She said, "Dad, it's our day, not yours." So I stepped back, but I watched. When the florist called me, confused, asking if we were still covering the $18,000 arrangement, I knew. They'd used my name, my credit, my approval, and then pretended I didn't exist. I didn't rage, didn't text, didn't yell, didn't demand an explanation. Instead, I gathered, logged every invoice, tracked every payment, found every vendor and made sure the contracts included one clause. I was the financial guarantor. I had the authority to void it. No payment without my final signature. Ethan never read the fine print. Neither did she. So, on the wedding day, I showed up. Front row seat, tailored suit, check still in my jacket pocket. She saw me and froze. Then said those words. "Dad, I'm sorry, but you weren't invited. Go away." I looked into her eyes. Not my daughter's, not anymore. Just another stranger cashing in. So I turned, got in my car, drove half a block, pulled out my phone, and I made one call. The florist pulled the centerpieces before dessert. The DJ unplugged mid-reception. The caterers packed up before the champagne popped. The lights went off. The cake was never delivered. The venue manager handed Ethan a bill he couldn't cover. Guests started whispering again. But this time, no one was laughing. The best part? That $25,000 Vera Wang dress? Rented. Under my account. And by 5 p.m., the boutique had a courier repossessing it. She stood in the lobby in a silk slip and mascara tears. And Ethan? He finally saw what it looked like when the ATM ran dry. I heard he tried to get a loan that night, got rejected. Tried to call his father, didn't pick up. She called me twice. I didn't answer. See, I didn't ruin her wedding out of spite. I ended a lie, the one they built on my name, my kindness, my silence. I gave her the world. She gave me a list of charges and a disinvitation. You don't get to erase me and still cash my checks. You don't get to call me only when the bill comes due. And you damn sure don't get to humiliate me in front of strangers and expect me to fund your fairy tale. She made a choice. So did I. Now she'll have to rebuild, brick by brick, like I once did, but this time without me. Some people call it revenge. I call it a reset, because the truth is, She didn't lose a wedding. She lost a father.